Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing another exciting update on my Trex 700 DFC HV. So I just decided I would just start opening up the bags and cutting them open and just kind of looking at the parts. Well, then that led to another thing that I started putting screws in and taking apart everything. And then a couple hours later, hour and a half later, this is what it is. So I didn't even, I wasn't even attempting to build it right now, but it kind of led to this point. So I thought, well, an hour and a half into it, I might as well just do a quick review. So far, I'm really impressed on it. This is it's top quality. There's really not that many pieces and parts that I can disagree on or complain about. Everything looks so far right now. Everything is top notch. It must be like a Cadillac version to it. So so far, I'm really happy on the build quality of it, and this is kind of what it looks like. I'll be kind of comparing it to the 550, and not much bigger, but it is taller, but everything is shrunk down though, because these skids are shorter than the 550. The 550 ones are longer, but the overall helicopter of the 700 is much larger. Just the bearings in here. I mean, there's three bearings right inside here. 1, 2, and 3. That's going to make it a lot stronger. Everything is really rigid right now. Really nice and tight and strong. Right now, everything is just, all the screws are just loose fitted right now. They're tight, but they're not Loctited. So I have to go back and pull everything apart right now on that and redo that. That's kind of what that looks like. Now inside here, it's really nice and beefy. That's a big strong bolt going through there. It's a big difference compared to the 550. I thought the 550 was big, but now going to the 700, it's amazingly big. It's pretty cool. I'm impressed right now. You can kind of tell what the difference is right there on there. Camera doesn't do justice. It's quite a bit bigger on that. It's really fun. I'm glad I got it. Now, do I wish I would have upgraded from the 450 right to the 700? No, probably not, because the 550 was a good transition period for me to learn a lot of stuff and learn how big helicopters fly, learn safety aspects of how far away do you fly and what damage a 550 can do. So I'm really glad I learned on the 550 to make the next step up, because I think the 700, if I started from a 450, it would have been too intimidating and too much cost and everything just to kind of learn how that was. So I'm glad I bumped up to the 700 for the last big helicopter right now. So it's really cool. We got these little marks I was telling you about. Maybe you can't see it on camera. Let's see. Oh well, but yeah, there's marks center where your zero thrust line is, or zero pitch. Yeah, right there you can kind of see. So I don't know if it's going to be a gimmick or not. It just seems like it's going to be nice to have that just for reference points and setting up different items on there. So quality, yeah, really good so far. I sanded everything down, all the edges around here. That's good. So that's my little update for today. And, like I said, this only took me about an hour to do this, so it went by really fast. It does, every helicopter that you do goes quicker. The first one was the 550. That took quite a bit of time. Then it was the 450L Dominator. That took a little less time. And the way it's going right now, this one's going pretty quick too. So it might be done sooner than I actually anticipated. But I'm still debating on if I'm going to what ESC I'm going to put in. Pretty sure I'm not putting the 120 HV in there. I'm going to maybe dump it into my 550, maybe not. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm either debating on the Castle Creation 160 HV or the Castle Creation 160 with a fan. So the fan, with a fan or without a fan. I'm debating on that one. Kind of leaning towards the fan. I heard some people that some people say that you don't need it. Some people say that that it's nice to have, that it's a must. Right now it's just going to have the 800 MX motor on it, thinking about the 850 eventually sometime down, but that's not going to be for a couple of years. So on that. So just if you guys have any comments on if I should upgrade to the 160 with a fan or without a fan, it's going to be putting right here. My only concern is is there going to be enough space? I think there is going to be enough space with the canopy over it, but just making sure that there's enough space that I can fit the fan unit and everything on there as well. I think there should be, and then if you guys have any experience with the fans, is it worth it? I know that you need a 5-volt power supply, and some people are using the 2-cell lipos. They were plugging them into there to using it, and I know it's a dedicated, so it doesn't work off the ESC, so it's not integrated into the ESC either. So just wondering what you guys' thoughts are on that. If you have any comments, I'd like to know on that. So kind of first time building one of these, so it's kind of fun at the same time, but still there's some unknowns. But the unknowns, that's kind of fun too. So yeah, and then let me see. Any other things is this gear inside here. It's a lot beefier than the 550. The shaft right here is quite a bit thicker and stronger than the 550, obviously. I mean, it should. There's twice as much horsepower than the 550, so anyways, this shaft is obviously bigger. I just like the detail in the Align and everything they do. They put the Align logo right here and, you know, up on top here. So, I mean, this is, you know, it's not even bolted on. So, so, you know, this, nothing's really put into place right now. It's just kind of hanging there. But other than that, I kind of wanted to show you these tails and compare to the tails. I thought these were kind of interesting. Okay, these are my this is my 550 tail, 700 tail, and I thought that they were the same, but after starting looking at them, they are quite a bit different. Basically, they have the same design, but if you really look closely at them, they're different. Bigger shaft, like I told you before, 550, 700. You can tell the shaft is quite a bit bigger on there. So, and then I told you before, this has a plastic. 550 had the plastic piece supporting it. 700 has the metal aluminum on there. So that's one thing. And then if you look inside here too, I don't know if you can see it or not, but inside here, there's a hole inside there, which this is attached to, this piece right here. And there's an inside screw right here that you have to go from the back side and screw this little piece in right here. Now this one, it's all integrated inside there, and there's no where you can put a screw to attach that black piece right there. So hopefully you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So that's that was one thing that I noticed. Another thing I noticed too is the Align logo is different, and there's nothing supporting right here. And then this has a Align logo, but it has another brace right here, another support material for just making it more sturdy. So I like that about that. So, but there's a lot of power going through one of these things, so they probably have to really up it. And then obviously this is clear. This is black. And then other thing I noticed too is I thought that you can notice there's like a little nut area here, and there's nothing on this one. So I thought that's interesting right there. Then I noticed too, so basically this looks the same right there, except for, and this looks the same. But then if you look at this head right here, I thought they were exactly the same. But this head on the 550, is quite a bit different. See, there's only 2 screws here, and this complete whatever thingamajigger right there is. And on this one, there's 3, 1, 2, 3, and So there's 3 screws instead of 2 screws, and the setup on it is a little different. I was thinking this was plastic, but it's just a painted aluminum. So on that, so those are some of the main differences I saw on the tail. The gearing looks about the same, but obviously this is a 700, 550 looks a little different on that as well. Just you can tell, just bigger. That one looks a little smaller. Other than that, I'm going to put the carbon fiber tail on. I could go with the aluminum tail, but I decided no, carbon fiber. It's gonna look cool, and just overall, it looks a lot bigger. I'm really impressed by it so far. I'm glad I did the upgrade on it. I'm trying to move this over here so you guys can see it. Yeah, so basically, if you put the tails, let's see. Yeah, and you can kind of see what the 2 heads look like. There, nothing's really put together right now, but you can kind of see the difference in size and how much bigger it is so far. And if you can go out high enough, you can see that's about what it looks like. So I'm impressed so far. I'm glad I did it. It just almost looks kind of right now, almost looks overwhelming right now, just so big. From going from the 450 to the 550, that was overwhelming. This is not a big shock. It's kind of the same, but it's a nice size up. It's not going to fit in my car as well now, so who knows, maybe I have to get a truck. So anyways, that's the review. So, and just a little update. I'll keep updating you guys, as I said before, on my progress. I think next thing I'm going to do is maybe put the motor in, and then once kind of everything's set up or whatnot, start Loctiting everything and putting the head together and everything else. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.